Hello and welcome to yet another episode of CIO Fireside Chat. I'm Kalpana Singhal, founder and chief editor, Techmas Media Group, and your host. So today we will have the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Pankaj Kumar Pandey, the chief information officer at SBI General Insurance, and the discussion will be around the challenges and opportunities that the insurance industry is currently facing, including the impact of pandemic and the rise of Insurtech companies, and so on and so forth. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Pandey.
Thank you.
All right. So, the pandemic has caused a surge in the demand for insurance policies, with customers seeking coverage for health, life, and other risks. How have insurance providers adapted to these changing customer needs, and what changes have you made to your product offerings to meet this demand?
See, Kalpana, when this pandemic came in, so really speaking, no insurance company was fully prepared because it was not imagined that it will get prolonged for 1 or 2 years. Okay, so yes, everybody was preparing, and some preparedness was there in terms of what will happen if people are not able to come to office, then how to manage the show. Luckily, at SBI General, we were having good collaboration tools and the preparation, and we had done drill beforehand, before the lockdown was announced. So we were able to manage, and the year end of consecutive 2 year ends in 2020 and 21, we managed. Everybody was working from home at that time on both year. So see, on pandemic, there were many challenges. One, as I explained, that employees should be able to work, okay, seamlessly. Secondly, how to manage the customer expectation. You have to sell the policy, you have to service the customer, you have to service the claims. And claims was a very big thing at that point of time, especially for general insurance company, because you had to service the health claim. Okay. So, as part of general insurance community, we also prepared, and the claim process was, the digital enablement was done, so that customer can intimate the claim through digital mode. During pandemic period only, we introduced our chatbot. Okay, so through chatbot you can intimate claim, and then the claim can be. We also processing. Also, we implemented AI, so that automation is done, and the claim is processed seamlessly and quickly.
Yeah.
Apart from that, the customer were not able to come to office, so we have to enable the self-service option also. So all these things, even to facilitate intermediaries to sell the person. So it was a challenging period, but I think the industry responded very well, and it came.
Oh, that's great. So that brings me to the next question. Insurtech companies are increasingly disrupting the traditional insurance industry with innovative products and services. How are the traditional players responding to these disruptions? Are there any partnership collaborations you have engaged in to stay ahead of this curve?
So as far as product and service, both we have to continuously innovate to stay afloat. So and here I would like to mention the contribution of our regulator, because our regulator is very supportive, and they have taken some very bold steps. So only last year, the regulator allowed us to launch the product. To first start using the product and then file. So the entire cycle of getting a product approval, which earlier used to take many months, that was cut down. So now we only have to prepare at our end. We have to launch the product. It is totally in our hand. So now you can see many innovative products in market. Even at our end, we have launched a fully digital product like Health Ace. And that is available only through digital mode on cost advantage also. And that has some unique features available. Similarly, Cyber Vault is product we have launched, because these risks everybody is using internet, and if you use internet, then you are exposed to risk. To mitigate that risk and to cover that risk, we introduce a very low cost product, so that you can cover yourself, you can cover your family, and it will not hit your pocket. So yes, you have to innovate in a service also and in product also, so that you can get an advantage against the competitors.
Yeah, absolutely. So personalization and customer experience have become paramount in the insurance industry. Like you also mentioned that you have taken quite a few initiatives, whether it was chatbots or making customer experience seamless. So how are you leveraging technology to offer personalized products and services to customers? And are there any notable initiatives or technologies that you are implementing to enhance the overall customer experience?
Yeah. So personalization, I will tell you that I think industry is some distance away from pure personalization that we can think of. But yes, what we are doing as industry right now, we are uh, we are offering many options to customers as part of add-on to products, so that as per suitability, customer can choose the whatever the add-on is his requirement or her requirement. Secondly, analytics is being used in a big way to know more about the customer and offer the targeted product, that what is the need of the customer, and accordingly it is it is being offered. Various channels are being offered to purchase the policy or to get the service done, or even to get the claim process. So all these things are done, but I think there will be soon we will be at a stage where it will be pure personalization depending upon the customer individual profile. The customer will be able to create his own product, just like he buys a Subway sandwich.
Okay. So would you, as you have given an example of buying a Subway sandwich, so that's quite interesting. Any other, I mean, we are expecting this thing to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, it should not be far away. See, even in communication, now you can see that AI has come a big way. Okay, now we don't depend upon individuals to communicate. Now AI can communicate. So the communication part, the language part, these are being. I mean, the standard will improve. Okay, the quality of communication will improve. Even the language will not be a barrier. There are multilingual AI tools are available. So all these things are going to improve the communication with customer. And if the both sides will communicate well, then the requirement fulfillment will also be better. Okay, so I don't think, and the way technology is improving, just to give you an example, it is only few months away when Chat GPT buzz was came into market. Okay, and even by the time we were able to understand that what ChatGPT is all about and what we can do with it, now Google has come up with Bard, and many other companies are offering many solutions. So I think the scenario, the entire environment, the technology is changing so fast, and we have to see that what is the best combination we can create for the customer to offer our services and products.
Yeah, absolutely. I would second you. Like, technology has played a transformative role in the insurance sector, and I mean, it could be any sector. And what are some of the key trends you foresee shaping the industry in the coming years, whether it is technology or anything else? So, what kind of trends you can foresee?
See, technology is now technology has to be on forefront. Okay, so we can't ignore the importance of technology, and alongside technology, many things will come up. I mean the product. So the concept of product, how the product is conceptualized, that is also going to start with technology. That what technology is going to be used. There are many technologies which are available in market for so long, but now I think that is time, because so many other components are available. So probably the usage will increase. Okay, and combining two different, like to give you an example, OCR is there in market for so long. Okay, I mean since as it is available. Okay, but now the kind of AI it is evolving. NLP has evolved a big way. I mean the standard has evolved. So now combining all these things, it is a total. I mean, human-less communication has become so well. This is going to transform the market, right? So
So earlier it was
and
cloud, which was creating a disruption, and now cloud is no more a buzz, and everywhere we can see
no,
cloud.
cloud is no more buzz. Cloud is
Yeah,
given thing. The underlying platform is cloud only.
yeah,
So now the cloud has come in.
yeah.
See, this pandemic has done one thing. The whoever was in doubt of cloud, now they know what is the importance of cloud. Okay,
Yeah.
so all those barriers, etc., are
Starting
removed.
from the
The
small
mental block
companies to
is
bigger
gone.
companies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
everyone
yeah. So the
has
mental,
already
the
moved to
block has
cloud.
gone.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
now it's all about automation everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. Now I am not automation everywhere is a company, so anywhere is a company. So we not we are not talking about that brand, but yes, it is automation everywhere, and automation up to a next stage. Okay, the level has changed.
So what about data? Like, if it when we talk about automation, so with data becoming increasingly important in the insurance industry, how is SBI General Insurance using data analytics to improve operations and customer experience? And then also it brings along with the security concerns, like cybersecurity is growing concern in the digital age. So if you can, tell us more about that, how you are using data analytics kind of technologies, and then a bit of, if you can throw light on cybersecurity scenario in your organization.
I will start in reverse, the cyber security part, because whatever we do, as the technology is evolving, so the cyber threat is evolving. Okay. I mean, the hackers and disruptors are always one step ahead, and we have to ensure that they don't get onto us. That is no compromise situation. The security is the first thing which comes before implementing any technology for any use case based on our technology. So that is one part. As far as data is concerned, you are aware that insurance is a data centric industry, and data is huge. Even in our company, we have crores of customers' data. Okay, so now this data is something that you have to you see. Data is the new oil. That is also an old phrase. Now the mining has to be done. So you have to analyze the analytics tool. Now they are also coming in a big way. We are also using analytics tool. We are using in different areas. One is to analyze the customer behavior pattern, to know more about customer, to create a 360-degree profile of customer. And depending on that, we design our services, and we offer the products to customers. So that is one part that we are doing. Second, depending upon experience, the analytics helps us to design the product and also to price the product. Okay, so the pricing is very important, and that helps us over that where we are incurring losses and where we are getting more profit. And in both the scenarios, we have to optimize the price. So that is being done. And in insurance industry, one major thing is the fraud risk, the risk of fraud. So analytic helps in that also at both front. One is to identify in the beginning itself that what can be the potential fraud case, and second, at the time of claim, to identify that this is likely fraud case where we have to investigate further. So all these areas we are using.
Safeguarding the company's
Using
interest. Yeah.
analytics too. Yeah.
Okay. So, any other measures you would like to highlight that SBI General Insurance is taking to protect consumer data and prevent cyber attacks?
Now we were talking about cloud, right? And when we talk about cloud, the first thing comes into mind is about security and threat, and data center, cloud, and also multi-cloud environment. Plus, add to it, there are many SaaS service providers where the environment is not under our control. The infrastructure is with the application service provider. So, considering all these scenarios, and data is dispersed everywhere. To give you an example, the entire company's data flow through emails, right? So many communication, confidential, sensitive communication. And Office 365 is used by many of the organizations where the data is totally in Microsoft control. Okay. So, but we have to design our security ring. It is not about only perimeter security, because the perimeter security works in our environment, beyond our perimeter also, up to customer end. So up to customer's end, even a customer is using our application on their mobile, and we have to ensure that they we don't put customer at risk. And even however if they interact with mobile application, that data is also protected. So we have gone up to that level, and we have to ensure that we always maintain the trust of customers.
Yeah, sure. So can you share some insights into your organization's recent growth and performance, and what strategies have contributed to your business success?
Yeah, certainly. Our organization is going fast. If I share with you the numbers, last year we have done with the 10,800 crore GWP. It was 18% growth, which was more than the industry average. And we also improve our ranking. We became sixth largest private insurer, general insurer. And now we have plan, and plan is into many areas. First, we are diversifying our distribution, so we are expanding our distribution network. Last year, we took a major initiative that we created a health vertical within company to put more focus on health insurance. So that has started very well, and we are growing fast into health segment. And even for health claim servicing, we are having our own 24/7 claim desk available, and so that the customer is provided services 24 hours, 7 days a week. So these are the areas. On technology side, we have always have a cloud first approach. Already we are having all our digital assets on cloud, and we are moving more and more assets on cloud, so that the performance improves and we have the required flexibility and agility available as per the need. Okay. Security ring we are expanding. So the security is always a strength that we are doing. So and the last and most important thing, that we are improving the how we are enabling our intermediaries to do business with us. So we are providing the digital platform we had already there, but now we are further improving, strengthening it so that it is very easy for them. And with so many integrations, like so that the data entry requirement is very less. And with very few clicks, they are able to issue the policy then and there without any wait. So all these things we are doing, and not to forget that customer service through AI, through bot, through portal, through other channels, that we are always focused on, and that we are further strengthening.
So fantastic figures on growth and great initiatives. Okay. So what are the key focus moving forward for your organization at the moment? And are there any specific initiatives or projects you are currently prioritizing?
Yes. So focus is on, as I said, to strengthen to help our intermediaries, because insurance is sold through intermediaries. Direct to customer sales is a very small percentage. Okay. So what we are doing right now, we are implementing a new digital insurance platform that will be a single place through all kind of intermediaries, right from whether it is banks, corporate agents, other brokers, or OEMs. So we can aggregate all through this digital insurance platform. So that is the most important thing that we are working on. At back end, we are strengthening our core system. Okay, so that transformation is going on. We are changing our CRM application so that we can. It is just a long list. We are changing our CRM system to strengthen customer service. We are changing the contact center. We are moving to cloud infrastructure. so that it is quite flexible, and uh, and to further add to it, the entire infrastructure that is being modernized. So all these things are taking shape, and this year, the organization technologically it is going to be transformed a lot.
Sure. So blockchain is also one of the trending technology, and we have been, although hearing about blockchain for quite some time now. So, any plans of having blockchain adoption in your organization?
See, blockchain is there for quite some time. Okay, for the last at least 8, 9, or 10 years, the blockchain is being discussed in
Yeah.
various use cases, etc. But it is something that requires collaboration into different organizations. The entire industry has to join hands, and different entities also. So through industry participations, a few initiatives were taken a few years ago, and some use cases were prepared. But somehow that the complete collaboration and the total investment into that from all participants. So that requires more focus. So that is why the blockchain technology, the use of blockchain in insurance in India, the way it should have evolved, that is still behind. That has not evolved in that way. So I think that is there is much work to do in blockchain. So blockchain is not something that someone can do alone. It has to be industry participation.
It is yet to take off. Okay. All right. So, where do you see your industry heading in the next 5-10 years, and what are the potential disruptors or factors that may impact your industry in future?
So industry growth is quite healthy. That I will say. There was some major disruption in form of COVID when the health claims were very high, and it certainly impacted the P&L of many companies. So that was there. But on the positive side, also the pandemic period has impacted I would say, in a very positive way. Number one, the inhibition to use digital methods of interaction and digital transaction, that has gone away, because during pandemic everybody was forced to interact and transact through digital means. So that block has gone away. That has given ease to customer also, and that has given many initiative to insurance companies also to provide many services and products through digital means. So that is a positive disruption. And one thing that I was mentioning, disruption in the way of our regulators' initiatives. Regulator is taking many initiatives in form of Bima Sugam, that is going to be a common platform. Then Samati, and there are many other initiatives. So a regulator is also taking technological initiative and taking all the companies along. Okay, so that is going to push the industry in a very positive way. What are the negative thing that we have to guard against is one is the cyber security, that we have to be very cautious about, and there also the guidelines are becoming more restrict. And in general insurance, specifically, we have to see, because the climate change that is happening, so that we have to always be cautious about. And whenever we see that what is the pricing, etc., so that climate change impact it surprisingly, and it can hit in a big way. So that we have to be very cautious about. Otherwise, technological disruption, if you are talking about, so as I was mentioning at the beginning, AI is really going to take a major shape, and it is going to influence our life, whether you are purchasing insurance or not. But as a common citizen also, the AI is going to impact our life. So that I see that is a major change that is going to happen. Within organizations, since AI is evolving, so all the dependent tools are also evolving. So RPA, etc. So those are to automate the internal processing. Those are going to play a major role. Okay, so I can foresee these things are majorly going to impact our life, and that is going to grow the industry. The industry is certainly going to.
Yeah, sure. So when we talk about environment, the climate basically affecting insurance industry specifically. So that also calls for for us to talk about ESG. So which again is creating a lot of buzz. So what kind of initiatives you are taking in your organization when it comes to ESG?
Yeah. See, as a corporate, we have to be responsible. Okay, so ESG makes us responsible and sensitive towards the environment. We have also, as a responsible organization, SBI General Insurance initiated our ESG initiative for around 3 years ago. So we have started our initiative, and we have a roadmap for it. We are taking many steps in this direction, and this direction includes everything. I mean, that is something that we have to be inward, something we have to do outward. So all these are included, and this is 5 to 10 years plan, and we are continuously educating all of our employees towards their responsibility towards society and their part.
Sure. All right. Thank you so much for answering that last question. And, we really got some valuable insights into the challenges and opportunities that insurance industry is currently facing, and as well as the strategies and initiatives that, SBI General Insurance is implementing to stay ahead of the curve. I'm sure the CXO audience is really going to like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kalpana. It was nice talking.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.